Big Dog Diary 258 or 259. In this diary, I'd like to touch on the importance of perspective, reality, thought trains. One thing that I've noticed as of late is decisions have to be made. And because I stress ownership, I usually analyze my thoughts and the thoughts of people around me. So, with that being said, a common question that I have is, where is this thought train going? What is the relevance of this? Is this really particular to my goal? Will it serve me or not? It isn't more so a question of morality, nobility, social acceptance, because I notice those add far too many factors and such. It's different when, per se, a certain morality, a certain proclivity towards social dynamics or social acceptance is ingrained in me. It's different. Unlike when I am aiming to adapt towards being socially accepted and having a certain morality. So, with that being said, yeah, I've noticed like what's the importance of your thoughts, the thought train, the perception, which in some sort of sense build up your reality, what it is that you're aiming to build, who it is that you're aiming to become. And let's just say, as these or as this thought train gains momentum, gains speed, gains a specific direction, it is bound to become unique, and only you know what it is that works. An example would be like, I've learned to understand why it is that I listen to the music that I listen to, even though it's contradictory to my consciousness, like per se. I'd listen to trap, which mostly on the surface looks like ignorant music, It's the money, the bitches, the drugs. But what I value within it is the aggression. It's a young man's sport, and being 24, I am young. There's a certain level of aggression, a certain level of frustration. And one thing that I've noticed is that most times we're told to dumb it down. And personally, I don't believe in that. We're told, why are you so angry? Yo, life is supposed to be chilled, be happy, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And in all honesty, I believe that no, like, this aggression, this feeling of frustration needs to be channeled, you know? And I value it a lot more. I guess I value the profanity and degradation in the music a lot more because I understand it's relevant. I understand the fundamental feeling of it and where it is that it's going. But most times, if I were to adopt a moral basis of viewing this, it would be like, no, I should not listen to such. It's polluting the mind, this and that. And obviously, yes, that right there is a perception. It is a thought train. But I've noticed like, what thought train is it that I'm following? Does it serve me or not? Listen to trap music, thought train. Why? Because of the aggression. This is where it's going. This is where it signifies. Does it per se pollute the mind? Yes, it has negatives, but where is my focus? What am I using it for? So yeah, that comes back to the importance of this. It's like your perception is important. Your thought train is important. Your reasoning is important. The more you can quantify it, the more it can gain momentum. And most importantly, the better the results from this thought train, obviously on an internal level and definitely on a social level, then you're good. It's just a fine balance of knowing how to benefit yourself and how to benefit society. And I don't mean society as in this community that people dislike based off harshness and whatnot. What I mean by society is our inherent human nature, the connectivity to each other. It's important to a certain degree, please that in the long term, especially for evolutionary purposes. So, with that being said, I guess the advice that I'd give people is develop your game, because that right there is game. Develop your thought train, where it is that it's going, and take what it is that you need, the good and the bad, and use it as such, but never be engulfed by it. So, yeah, that's my big dog diary.